Good evening, everyone. This is Shankar Ponsale, and tonight we will talk about what you can do within the last 4 months of the year. There is a lot to do, there are great things to achieve, but you need to set yourself up for success. And that means for most of you that you need to find the time to do it. And if you are like most people, your day is consumed with work, with duties within your family, and other commitments that are just there. You cannot find more time in the day. So here's what you need to do. You need to start getting up earlier. I have done that myself multiple times, and it is a strategy that just works because in the early morning hours, when there's no distraction and when there's just time for you and your project, you can knock out a lot of work. Just think about it. If you have 4 months and you take an hour every morning during the work week, that gives you quite a lot of work hours to work on something that you can achieve by being consistent and focused. I currently work on a project where I am writing on a book called How to Achieve the American Dream in Your Personal Life and in Business. By the way, if that is of interest to you and you want a copy, put in book in the comments. The way I am able to work on that book is by getting up an hour earlier. And the first thing I do after drinking my cup of coffee is sit down and write at least 1 to 2 paragraphs of well crafted copy for that book. Now, doing that every day until the end of the year, I will have quite some pages together, and I'm sure it's enough to at least release a test version to see what my audience thinks about my book. Let me tell you about another time where I really made extra time in my day by getting up early to achieve a goal that I really wanted to reach. This goes back to when I was 15 years old, and I had it in my mind to become a private pilot to fly those small airplanes. Yes, you heard me right. I wanted to do that because I wanted to find out if a pilot's career was going to be the right choice for me or not. And a very smart man told me you might want to find that out early by getting your private pilot license now. And it just so happens that in Luxembourg, Europe, you had to be 18 to start driving your car. But interestingly enough, you could start flying at the age of 16. So when I was 15, I started preparing to take the theoretical test. And that was material that I had never seen at school at that point. It was a lot of aerodynamics, it was a lot of meteorology, and it was a lot of rules about flying and regulations, and a lot of complicated concepts that I had never seen before and that I would probably only see many years later in high school or college, right? But me, as a 15-year-old, I told myself, you are going to study these questions as often as it takes so that you can take and pass that test in your sleep. And it was about 4 months' time, I remember, that I got up early and went through the books and took those tests over and over and over again until I was so confident that I would pass the test with a perfect score, which ended up happening. So, what is a project that you have right now that requires extra time in your life and that you feel ready and determined enough to make it happen? please share your ideas and your goals and your dreams in the comments. I am so interested in knowing what that might be. Fast forward to what I am doing nowadays with my company is helping people in the healthcare space achieve their goals. For example, physicians who want to open a new clinic and who need to get their first patient population. And one person that comes to mind is Dr. Claire Zengerle from Cuero, Texas, which is a small town in a rural part of Texas. And what happened was that she just felt a calling to open up a clinic for the rural community that worked on a membership basis, which is referred to as direct primary care. You have a monthly fee that you pay to your physician, and in return, you can see the doctor as often as you want for a very small nominal fee. That's what DPC is. And Dr. Zengerle called me and my team and told us, we have a few months left and I want a website going. I want to get our name out and I want to open my clinic with a few members already registered. So, what we did is we asked her exactly what she envisioned on her website and what types of services she wanted to offer. She was very specific about what her goal was and what she wanted to offer the community, and that made it easy to help her. I'm going to play a video in which she tells you it's sort of a self serving testimonial for us. I hope that's okay with you. But you will see that Dr. Zengerle was very determined to make it happen. And I can tell you, we visited the ranch on which the clinic is built, and it's just impossible, like incredible to see what she and her husband achieved. They literally built with their relatives their clinic, the building, the structure. They literally built that on their ranch. And then they made sure that the community knew that there was a grand opening. With our help, they had a press release, they made sure some newspaper ads were run, and they also shared the news on social media. And she hadn't even opened her doors yet. And I believe she had over 20 paying members, patient members, before the clinic had even opened. We spoke to her recently, and if I am not mistaken, she has about 58 patients now, I believe, within 2 months of being open. Well, I think she opened August 1st. So not even a month, actually. Again, I'll play that testimonial for you right now. And I hope that my story here today gives you the willingness and the belief that you can achieve a huge milestone within the next 4 months, the remaining months in this year. And if you want me and my team to maybe assist you along the way, then please reach out to me. You can send me a direct message and we can see what we can do for you. For now, I will play Dr. Zengerle's video testimonial, and I hope you will have a fantastic rest of your day after that.
Today is Friday, August 12th, 2022, and I have just finished up my second week of working at my brand new business, Zengerle Medical Clinic. We are a direct primary care clinic, and we just opened for business on Monday, August the 1st. We've done very well, in my opinion. We have signed up 46 members, which I think is probably not too bad for just beginning. But I want to tell you one of the main reasons of our success is the fact that we have found some wonderful website builders and people that help with marketing and all things needed in starting a business. We started this in November 2021, of course, not knowing what we were getting into, although I've practiced medicine for many years. Running a new clinic like this at this stage of my life was caused a little bit of apprehension, understandably. However, we ran across and found, by the grace of God, I think, Shanks Web Development. They have helped us build our website. We're very pleased with it. They change it frequently when we request their assistance. They have helped complete with the marketing, with the branding, with the logo, with developing forms and branding that, with our business cards, with our newspaper ads, with our newspaper press releases, with social media, with our business cards, and I'm sure I'm leaving out a lot of other wonderful things. They're just wonderful people to work with and easy to get a hold of and very responsive and take a great deal of interest in us personally and in our business. So if you need any help with your business, whether it's building a website, building a business, whatever it may be, don't hesitate to use Shanks Web Development. That's SHANKX Web Development. You can Google that and you will find them easy. They are based out of San Antonio. Just wonderful people and a wonderful team that they have to work with. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, she's right. We helped her build the website, but it was her and her husband who had set the goal and to make sure that they had everything in place to reach their goals. That is the most important part of this is set a goal, understand what are the small segments that need to be overcome to reach the goal, and then put action into motion. Always move forward, always do something rather than sitting there and thinking about your goals and never even taking the first step. Again, share your goals with me in the comments, and I'll see you very soon here on my platform. Bye bye for now.